Our manifestations are a testimony of our journeys in the spirit. When you go there, it will come out with you. There's a place where power dwells. There's a place where influence dwells. There's a place where wisdom dwells. When you go there, you come out with it. And when you come out with wisdom, you may be young, but you are older than your age. Because what you are operating with is ancient. You can sit down in your studio and cook a beat. That one beat you created from your studio, they will buy it for 10 million naira. It's not about your age. It's about where you have traveled to. You can say something that is older than your great-grandfather, and men will hear you and say, by what spirit does he carry these oracles? Because your words are no longer words. They have become laws in the spirit. And when you talk, your generation must hear you. It is a power, but it's in a location in the spirit. When the devil wants to reduce the quality of your existence, he depletes your energy, so you can no longer journey. You know, the Bible says God is able to do exceeding abundantly above all you ask or think, but it's according to the power at work on your inside. When that power weakens, the quality of your life goes down. Although God is sovereign, he will not be able to do. God is able to do according to the power at work on your inside. If there's no power at work on your inside, God will not be able to do. And so when you find men who are asleep, they don't have spiritual energy. They sleep on God. Anything that has to do with God weakens them. And they don't know why their lives is up and down. But find a man who has found strength in the presence. He said they go from strength to strength. Every one of them in Zion that appeared before the Lord, from strength to strength, from glory to glory, from wisdom to wisdom, from power to power, from realms to realms, from grace to grace. And people look at you, they say, what is happening? You say, I'm just traveling. I'm just traveling. I'm just traveling. There are some things you cannot find until you go to Dubai. No matter how much money you have to go to Dubai to find it. There are some things you cannot find until you go to Beijing, China. No matter how much money you have, those things are not in your location. They are not in Lagos. You must travel to bring them. You may have all the money in Lagos, but those things are not in Lagos. If you can't go to China, you can't find them. And if you cannot go, you have to buy from those who go. You buy. But you know the disadvantage with buying, any amount they charge you, you will pay. That's why some people have to kneel down for others. Because there is one who has capacity and another doesn't have. And so you need honor to draw it from the person. You will need service to draw it from the person. If you are proud, you will die. Have you not seen our rich man? I want to buy a diamond of so amount of weight. They say you can't find it in Nigeria. It's only in Dubai. Bring it for me. Pay this money. You have no choice. You must pay. And if you don't pay, you too travel. And so if you want your life to be unapologetically successful, build energy. Build energy. Build energy. I told myself some years ago, I was looking for power. Nobody who had it will open his door for me. You will call, they will not pick. I used to be offended, and God told me, stop wasting your time. They have it. You don't have it. So you call somebody, you are angry. All these men of God, they cannot pick. Why are they not picking? Because they think they are important. Oh God, they have something. It's either you are patient to keep calling, or you too build energy. Alakoa, build energy. My brother was sick. I didn't have power to address sickness. I called many people. They didn't pick. My brother died. And from the day he died, I told myself, I call nobody no more. Anywhere power dwells, I will travel there. And I began a 5-year fast. Every day, 6 to 6. I break in the evening, I continue the next day. I break in the evening, I continue the next day. On one occasion, as I was praying, my wall opened. And light came out of the wall. Light, like a fluorescent bulb. That was when I knew that the wall can only limit man, not spirits. And the light entered me. The first layer of power that came to me was wisdom. And I could sit down and say things that people read and they don't know. Because light had appeared to me. At another point, I sat in my room and I started feeling heat on different parts of my body. And as I began to inquire in the spirit, that was when God told me, your ordinations are waking up. You are a revivalist. You carry the flames of glory. And so what they were doing, they were charging me up. And as they were charging me, a point came when I speak, my walls became like balls of fire. All those things were potentials, but I needed to travel. That was when I discovered that in my lineage, people didn't have energy to engage God. And so the cure of the issue was to build power in the spirit. I was praying and the wall of my room disappeared. And I saw two creatures standing. One had 10 horns. The other one was like a corpse that was decayed and was removed from the grave. And the angel that was talking to me told me, these are the principalities that bind men in your village. And he took me to my father's compound and he started showing me people of different generations and the things they used to rope them. Pride, womanization, drunkenness, and lying. He said, if you are able to resist these things, he said, you will be great, whether men like it or not. So I discovered greatness is not a gift. Greatness is an entrustment. What if I didn't journey to where that angel was? How would I have known that my key for greatness is to avoid 4 things? But it will take power to go there. When the devil wants to keep you asleep, it takes spiritual energy from your spirit. See, somebody will leave this conference, you will tell yourself, I die on the altar. Nothing carries me from God's presence. You will be there, sleep, wake up, remain there. We hungry, eat, come back, stay there. If you are there, after a while, the fountains of the great deep will begin to open. Don't live there, stay there. That's where your salvation is. When you are there long enough, you will be summoned. You will be summoned. Because you can't enter on your own. You have to be summoned. But you need energy to tarry long enough for the door, the shout to come. You know what happened to John? The Bible said they threw him to the island of Patmos. The word Patmos means death. They threw him there so that he would be frustrated. But John knew the secret. He said, I was in the spirit on the Lord's day. And he was there until suddenly he said, I heard the sound of a trumpet. As I turned, he was summoned. You need spiritual energy. If you lack spiritual energy, know that you are in the grave. That's the devil's way of burying men.